Hello and good day. This is the daily analysis of the USOIL and NATGAS USD symbols. On February 24th, after a phase of consolidation and ranging, the price collected the liquidity on the buy side. And ultimately, it is predicted that the price will move downward to collect the liquidity.
Do you know why your profits are smaller than your losses? Because you don't analyze your trades, you just execute them. Download the Trading Journal app for MetaTrader 4 and 5 for free now.
On the sell side, it may enter the order block zone, and if a reversal is identified, after a downward move and a break of a market structure level, we can enter a buy position, set the stop loss behind the zone, and target the market's liquidity levels. Furthermore, if the market price is accompanied by very strong momentum candles, it can often indicate a significant shift. Enter a bearish phase, accumulate liquidity on the sell side, and eventually enter the daily fair value gap zone. Also, by analyzing the multi-RSI indicator in TradingFinder, we can observe a divergence within the price. The RSI is decreasing, which can be considered as a confirmation for the potential decline in oil prices. By reviewing fundamental news and the data released, the European Commission intends to propose, on April 15th, a law for the gradual elimination of the remaining Russian oil imports. This news could have a structurally bullish impact on the oil market in the medium term, which is based on the increase, the dependence that Europe has on Middle Eastern and American oil, and as a result, this increases the geopolitical risk premium so that even if alternative supplies are found, it can still push oil prices upward. Also, Venezuela's oil exports in March are being prepared with larger shipments, which has led to an increase in exports to India. This could somewhat offset the oil supply and increase the supply of oil in the Asian market, but this is a short-term effect. However, it does not have the capacity to compensate for geopolitical shocks, and once again, prices could move upward. As a result, considering the current geopolitical risks, the price of oil could be on the rise, and any correction that happens in the price and touches lower levels could be considered a buying opportunity in the market. If the price of oil decreases and the yield on the US 10-year bonds also increases, it can serve as a signal and confirmation for the continuation of the trend, specifically the downward trend in oil prices. However, if the price of oil increases and as a result the yield on the 10-year bonds also decreases, it indicates confirmation of geopolitical risks that could lead to the continuation. The movement of oil prices within the market can be analyzed using the 1-hour time frame of the US oil symbol. We can see the price movement forming a liquidity grab on the sell side, and the price may move downward to collect the liquidity on the sell side and eventually react to the CP or continuation pattern zone. If a CISD level or market structure shift forms, we can use this opportunity to enter a buy position. There is also a liquidity level in this area, and smart money traders as well as ICT traders use the liquidity finder or liquidity detection trading indicator. Finder can detect the liquidity flow, which acts as an important factor in attracting the price toward itself. If momentum increases and selling pressure rises in the market while tensions decrease, the price can move downward to collect liquidity on the sell side and eventually enter the breaker block zone at the 64.13 level. But be sure to keep one important point in mind. The overall outlook in the market is bullish, so it is recommended to only look for trading opportunities for buy positions in the market. With the 4-hour timeframe analysis of the NATGAS USD symbol and the analytical strength we had, we can see that the price is experiencing selling pressure and is ultimately entering the zone. It has become a range, and if the selling pressure increases and the price is accompanied by strong, full-bodied candles, it can enter the gap zone, and after closing below the gap zone, it can move toward the level of 2.72 and 2.60 as its targets. Consider these as its movement targets. Wishing you success and profits.